from the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle. Welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. On the Saints sideline, head coach Kellen Moore. His squad losers last week after a victory in the season opener. On the other side, the Seahawks, it's Mike McDonald. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go in the rain here in Seattle. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a fifth-round selection out of the 2024 draft. From South Carolina, by way of Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler.
So you take a look at last week's game, Mike, and you certainly wouldn't say that he played poorly. I mean, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's a clean slate. But when you talk to his coaches, they said they haven't seen him this motivated to bounce back after a loss in his entire career. So he's had a great week of practice.
A marker comes in as he goes down. It is a sack, and that flag definitely in the area of holding. That time they got the big tackle. Taliesin Fuaga.
Still first down.
Black one. Down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Rattler.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Working out of the gun, here's Rattler. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased.
Still second down.
Ready. 30.
Olave is the motion man.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, it's Rattler. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. What a first month he is putting together. That's his 4th sack already. Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here an early 3rd and long. 3rd and long, and here's Rattler. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
You know you have a good week when it takes all 5 fingers on one hand just to show how many touchdowns you threw in last week's win. Now, do we expect him to do that 2 weeks in a row? I'm not sure that's realistic, but as long as he continues to operate at this high of a level, they're going to have a strong chance to win every single week.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run here with Walker. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. They'll try and run for this with Charbonnet. And he will find a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They run with Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
39-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
First reception for the NFL leader in that category here in the opening month of the season. And it's a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
Seahawks. First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Walker. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Saints' 6-yard line.
Now Darnold. That is caught. And he's close to the goal line but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane. And now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Sam Darnold. Touchdown, Seattle. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
And just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Saints offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Off play action, here's Rattler. He'll get this out wide. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Good for a Saints
Come on, set.
On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's up to number 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 4. Shaheed in motion. Here's a designed run. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 10.
On the give, this is Kamara. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Tariq Woolen on the tackle. A 7-yard gain.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. They'll come up to 3rd and 3 as we are ready to get back underway. In motion is Hill. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Rattler. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
They'll indeed go. It's Rattler. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he's going to have a Saints first down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down.
That's another Saints first down. A gain of 14. And
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
And he'll take this one in. Foster Moreau. Touchdown Saints. That his first touchdown of the new year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Saints will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This fielded at about the 9. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Ugo Amadi is there on the stop.
Pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Ryan Brzee in for the sack. It's a loss of 9, And sets up third down. Darnold to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on third and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the fourth down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up fourth and a mile.
The Saints offense ready to get back at it. Hey, Greg, no one better than you to talk about the rookie crop of tight ends, especially at the top. A couple of guys who have Midwest ties, played in the Big Ten, now find themselves in the Midwest, especially Colston Loveland, who's a Chicago Bear tight end.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Mike, when I watch Loveland play, you look back and watch his tape from Michigan, there's two guys that play tight in the NFL. There's the guy that you have to script open. He's going to catch flat routes and naked routes, and he's going to catch the easy ones, and he'll run after and get what he can. And then there's the guys, Mike, that get themselves open. They can win third down one-on-one. They can win versus press. They can win routes downfield versus defensive backs, not just linebackers. When I watch Colston Loveland, that's the guy I see.
And another one out of the Big Ten, Tyler Lawrence from Penn State. He goes to Indianapolis.
Yeah, and he's a little more of a throwback, right? He can play a little quarterback. He can play H-back. He can put his hand on the ground. He's still good enough and athletic enough to play in space. When you look at what Penn State did with him, there wasn't a position on the field, including center, that he didn't play. So he's a really big, physical, run-after-catch. I think he's a good fit because, remember, in Indy, that Shane Steichen offense, they're going to want to run the ball. They're going to want to get downhill with the run game, offensive line. So I think it's a good fit because he's very talented in the passing game, but he's going to keep teams honest with his ability to still contribute on all three downs.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first and 10, here comes Walker. And this time they are ready for him. Throw for a loss. And it's second down.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Third and 2.
They'll try and run it with Walker. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Darnold. Get this complete to Horton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Seahawks first down.
Darnold to throw on first down. Taken in right side by Bonner. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal. 5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second and goal. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's third and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third. Anytime anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot. Your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? You pooch it, you kick it out the back of the end zone, and I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you had the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Darnold. Over the middle, Smith-Njigba with the grab. And he'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. To throw is Darnold. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Justin Reed that time with the tight coverage and the good hands. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Darnold to throw again. Outright Smith-Njigba has it. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the 2nd quarter.
It's 4th down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to...
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Seahawks scoop it up, and he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery, and a great return for the touchdown. What a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will get out in front 17-7.
Saints 7. Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. They'll start at the 4. The Saints offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll start out first down and 10.
Okay, right? Down.
To throw, it's Rattler. Rolling to the left. He runs with it. Saints going to use their second timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
Second and a yard at the 32-yard line.
It'll be a run out of the gun with Kamara. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
And the Saints first down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Rattler. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Let's go now. 52 blue.
Working out of the gun, here's Rattler. He'll step up and run. New Orleans, third and final timeout. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Darnold now to throw. He's going to look deep. Going to Cup. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Second and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports.
Our look around
report.
the NFL starts now. Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. The Jaguars at home for a divisional matchup against Houston in the AFC South. And it's C.J. Stroud. On target with that one, he had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Texans move to 2-1. They get the victory here. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's Josh Downs. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Colts are into the win column. They get the victory here in Week 3. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And it's last year's 8th overall pick, Michael Penix, hooking up with his man for the touchdown here. One of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ballgame. The Falcons get the victory. It took them a few weeks, but they win and improve to 1-2. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald there. His guys head back out for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. Off the bootleg. Here's Darnold. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Walker has some room inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down. It's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. On play action, here's Darnold. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. On second down, it's Darnold. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Seahawks. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Myers, good on the extra point, and the Seahawks up their lead. It's now 24-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Saints offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. Here's Rattler. Pushed out to his left. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
A play fake. Now, Rattler under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Spencer Rattler is sacked. A loss of 6 yards. It's third down. Third and 9.
Ready up.
Third down and 9.
Let's go now.
On third down, it's Rattler. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stay. They're already heading backwards.
Still third down.
The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long.
All right. 52 Blues.
Third and long, and here's Rattler. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Seahawks head coach Mike Macdonald there. His guys head back out for their next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is first and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Open, left side is Barner. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third and 6.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the ground, it's Walker. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Mario Davis there on the play. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 9. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6. From 29, here's second and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Here's Walker. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
They'll run it on first down, Charbonnet. And he's going to be taken down, but a marker is on the field. And we need to check this call. Now, Darnold. Smith-Njigba has it on that out route.
how fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Jackson Smith-Njigba, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
And 3 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Throw to the sideline, well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes they do, have the first down.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Here's a run. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
He's done a really nice job of making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. Walker. And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. Fourth and goal. They'll try it now with Walker. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. His second rushing touchdown of the year. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on fourth and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will extend this third-quarter lead.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Ready.
Here's Rattler on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete, but there's a flag back in the backfield where the quarterback is. They may have got him after he released the ball.
Down.
Rattler going to throw on 1st down. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and...
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Rattler. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
Throwing is Rattler. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Jarran Reed for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 9.
Ready, break. Here we go. Ready. 50, green.
Rattler to throw here on 2nd down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. A pickup there of 19 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw. Rattler. That's complete. It is Foster Moreau. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down. From the 21, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready. 10 black.
Out of the shotgun, it's Rattler. The right side to Olave. And he will get into the end zone. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he will not get to the goal line, so no tacking on 2 points. Still a 3-score game, as the difference is 18. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting set to get back to work, and they are really playing well here to start September, aren't they? On their way to 3-0 as they look to finish this one off. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Rolling right. Off he goes. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a handoff to Walker.
And after that short run, it puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd down, they go with Walker. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Seattle. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run is going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run here with Walker. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Chase Young getting in there to bring him down. His 1st sack of the season. On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Corey Horton, touchdown Seahawks. And another score puts them in great shape here in the 4th quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, we're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start. This is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
Myers, good on extra point. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The Saints offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Ready, break. Ready, ready. Black 40.
Working out of the gun, here's Rattler. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on 1st down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
Shaheed in motion. Pass is caught by Olave. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and long.
Let's go now. 52.
On 2nd down, it's Rattler. Forced out wide. He needed 13 and got 14 for the 1st down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down. A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's
3rd down and 9.
Ready.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rattler. He's got his man. It's Hill. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
Check White.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Kamara. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Okay.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
50, green. Ready.
To throw, it's Rattler. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was trying to get it to Alvin Kamara that time. And 3rd down coming up.
Set, ready.
On 3rd down, it's Rattler. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Saints going to use their second timeout. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
That's just a big-time play by this quarterback on fourth down. You can see he starts first look cover. Then he goes through his progression. There's nowhere to go with the ball. He can't throw it away, can't take a sack. He quickly decides to turn into a runner, use his legs to pick up the first down, and they're still alive.
Forced to his right. He'll take off again. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now. And
under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him. New Orleans, third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long.
Here we go, set. 45, wide.
Third and long, and here's Rattler. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down.
Here we go.
Here we go. One final play. And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. So it's a win here for the Seahawks. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.